Welcome back. Welcome back, your man Diamond K. The all-new radioandfire.com. Diamond K in the morning. Get breaking news, adult conversations, covering topics that are important to Black culture. Visit radioandfire.com for our original radio podcast and TV programs. Here on the show, I talk about the biggest political and trending news stories of the day with interviews and original reporting from Atlanta and Baltimore. Show is fun, it's upbeat, but I also want to expose what is really happening in America. New episodes, weekdays, 8 a.m. So, on the heels of the New York State legalization of cannabis, the city of New York is taking measures to close any loopholes that may undermine the rights granted in the new legislation. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about, a change. New York is prohibiting vehicles being searched based on the smell of marijuana alone. How many times in situations, court, do the officers say, smelled marijuana. But that's the reason why we searched the car, because we smelled marijuana. According to a memo regarding the sale, possession, and consumption of marijuana by those 21 and older, the New York Police Department is holding off on performing vehicle searches based on the smell of weed alone. So like I said, how many times have you heard officers just pulling someone over because they smelled weed? Plenty of times. So New York, effective immediately, the smell of marijuana alone no longer establishes a probable cause of a crime to search a vehicle. This change applies to both burnt and unburnt marijuana. This is good news. I don't smoke, but for those that do smoke, this is good news. Now, I don't want people to get it confused. I don't want people to get it twisted. An officer may still search the vehicle if a driver appears to be under the influence. If they're under the influence, but just they're operating fine, you seem fine, you look fine, but the officer smells weed. New York, the probable cause is not there anymore. So like I said, if the driver appears to be under the influence, and I think that's going to be the loophole right there. They're going to say he appeared to be under the influence. They're going to probably try to do that. So if there is probable cause to believe that the vehicle contains evidence of the impairment. So that's going to kind of be the loophole right there. That's kind of going to be where they do it. So the trunk may not be searched unless the officer develops separate probable cause to believe the trunk contains evidence of a crime. People need to know what's going on here. This is good information because these are things that officers have used historically to do criminal things. So the memo also states that marijuana can be consumed almost anywhere that cigarette smoking is allowed, including sidewalks, on front stoops, and other public places. Let me say that again. The memo, the New York memo, states that marijuana can be consumed almost anywhere that cigarette smoking is allowed. So sidewalks, front stoops, and other public places. So my NY folks, you've already been used to smelling weed. You're going to probably smell some more. Marijuana sales on the street level remain illegal. You see what the government is doing. They're trying to to get in on this marijuana sales, and you've been seeing it happening over the last few years. They getting ready to, the government's ready to get their foot all the way in this business. Definitely. So if a New York officer observes a hand-to-hand transaction of 3 ounces or less occurring, they may not issue a summons or make an arrest unless they witness money being exchanged. Wow, this is a different time that we are in right now. Just tuned it in. Diamond K in the morning on the allnewradioonfire.com. Diamond K in the morning is available in the WRF Radio app. Simply download WRF Radio in your app store. Also, Apple Podcast, Stitcher Radio, etc. Diamond K in the morning. So we're going to definitely keep people posted on this prohibition of vehicle searches based on the smell of marijuana alone. How many times have you been in a car and been scared because there's been weed smoking? You have some officer nearby. Might be okay if you don't appear to be impaired and driving the vehicle. So that is good news. That is good news. New episodes of the program drop weekdays 8 a.m. I don't want you to miss any of our live broadcasts. In addition to the 8 a.m. program, we drop content throughout the day just like this. So hit that notification bell so you get an alert whenever we go live. And this has been a very eventful day. Very eventful day. Support the program, Diamond K in the morning, via Cash App. It's $ DJ Diamond K, or paypal.me/radio on fire. You want to get in touch with me for anything, DJ Diamond K at gmail.com, or visit radioonfire.com. And let me see. Check some of these comments. Can I buy some club music beats and tracks for my hard drive? Thanks. Absolutely. And like I said, let me put this in the comment section. DJ Diamond K at gmail.com. That is the best way to get in touch with me. Oh, goodness. Holla at me there. DJ Diamond K at gmail.com. There you go. And so tomorrow I will be in the mix for the On Fire Mix Show. I'm going to do that tomorrow. And definitely stay tuned. I will be back. This is not the last time you're going to hear from me today, because there's a lot of things going on. All right, there's a lot of things going on, and we're going to be reporting on that. WRF Radio. Make sure you download that app and visit radioonfire.com. I will see you guys a little bit later.